Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jump and today I'll be doing my top 5 Confidant Abilities from Persona 5. Now, within Persona 5 you get the Confidants, and basically what they do is basically give you uh, abilities that can help you within the game, and that can help you with, battles or old general stuff. So today I'm going over some of the abilities that I find fun to use or that I quite like from Persona 5 as well as Royal. So for number 5 is the Memento Scan. Now this is given to you by Futaba, I think quite early on in her Confidant route, and basically what this is that on any time that you're in Mementos, Futaba will scan a particular floor, and you can look at where the shadows are, where certain treasure chests are, where the exit is, that kind of thing. And what makes this cool is that in Persona 5 Royal, you'll be introduced to this character called Jose, and his main thing is that he's trying to find out who he is, and as well as throughout the game, you can give him stamps to increase um, the amount of XP you get, money, and I think items you get from shadows and stuff like that. And the Memento Scan does really help when it comes to finding the stamps, because then you can go to the stamps and then get them, and then next floor you can then go to Josie if he appears on that particular floor. And yeah, I think Memento Scan is a really cool ability because as well you can also find particular requests you can do in Mementos when you want to change a particular person's heart and that sort of thing. So I think Memento Scan is a really useful ability. For number 4 is Mindfulness. Now you get this from Maruki's Confidant. I think again, like with Futaba's one, you get it I think quite early on. And what this does is basically anytime that you're low on SP, you can basically gain more during a battle. And this is really useful, especially in a sort of first playthrough of the game, mainly because if you're fighting against, let's say, a boss or someone in Mementos, when you're doing a change of heart, the mindfulness will come in handy when you're running low on SP, and I think it's really useful, and I think it's really useful because it has helped me throughout a bunch of times throughout my first playthrough of Persona 5 Royal, and I think it's quite useful for, like, if you're fighting against, the final boss or some of the bosses throughout the game. For number 3 is Bullet Tail. Now you get this from the Tower Confidant. I don't 100% remember the name, but it's the gamer kid who's like the king on that gun game that you find him on when you first unlock his confidant. And what I like about Bullet Hell is that this reduces any shadow's health to half, and I think that's somewhat useful because if you're fighting off against a powerful shadow, then you're able to get that particular persona or shadow's health down. You can then either knock them down to, like, do an all-out attack or negotiate with them. And I think it's useful from time to time. I've had some experience when I was playing the game where that ability has just unlocked and then just used it a couple of times. It does happen every now and again. It doesn't happen all of the time, I would say. It just happens sometimes. So it's a useful ability, but I would say it's not. It only happens a couple of times, like every so often. It doesn't happen all the time, but it's just there when it's useful. For number 2 is Special Massage. Now this is from Kawakami, and what I like about this ability is that it's the very final one that you can get from her, as well as the ultimate persona that you can get to make in the Velvet Room. And what I like about this ability is that anytime that you come back from a palace or mementos, you can request Kawakami to give you a massage, and then this will help you get to do more confidants, or a particular confidant that you might not have done yet, or unlock or finish or whatever. And this is really good, especially in New Game Plus, because as soon as you unlock Kawakami's confidant, you can then um, request for her to um, give you a special massage anytime in New Game Plus after you've unlocked a confidant, and it's really useful because then you can get more time to finish off confidants that you might have done, or start new ones, that kind of thing. So it's really, really useful, especially in New Game Plus. And for number one is Instakill. Now this is the royal version specifically because this is one that you're given by Ryuji in both Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal. And in Persona 5, the original, when you unlocked it, basically what it is basically anytime you come across a shadow, you basically defeat it before you basically defeat it, and you won't get to battle it. You only get that mask, and that is true for both versions. But with Persona 5, you just got that mask. That is it, of a shadow. Whereas in Persona 5 Royal, it's possibly the most OP um, ability in the game, mainly because not only do you get the Mask of the Shadow, but you also get experience, money, and I think experience for a particular shadow that you get as a mask. So let's say if you got a slime shadow mask, then and then you get a one from another shadow, the slime mask that you have will gain experience. And I think it's in Persona 5 Royal is really cool because it's just like you can just breathe through the game and just breathe through a bunch of enemies one after the other. And I think it's just like, especially when it comes to like the higher level enemies where you get more experience and more money and more stuff. It's really useful when it comes to those kinds of um, enemies and stuff like that. So yeah, that's been my top 5 favorite confidant abilities from Persona 5. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next video.